What is going on, everybody? It is Fitzmiller and the Rig back here with another video. I thought it was time for an update video. I've done a whole bunch to this truck and haven't filmed a single thing. I really had the mindset of I just wanted to get it done. I wanted to get it over with, especially since I was learning half the stuff that I was doing on this truck. I just didn't feel like it was a good idea to try to film, learn, and do everything at once. So here we are with the update video. When we last left off, this truck was completely stock. A few things have changed. We're getting ready to go over those details right now. The first thing I wanted to cover on today's list is gonna be the clear headlights. Now that is more than just the headlights. We got the clear headlights, corner lights, and bottom lights as well. These are from CP Addict. I think they were $2, $3 something. I did get all of the LED bulbs and flashers included, so we are now all clear headlights in the front. I think this is a much needed upgrade for headlights that were probably 30 plus years old. They were faded, cracked, waterlogged, all of the above. And to have some nice crystal clear headlights with LEDs, I couldn't be happier with the way the front of this truck is turning out. The next upgrade I wanted to talk to you guys about on the truck would be the clear taillights. Once again, over the old ass, crusty, waterlogged, faded clear coat taillights that I had on here before. These clears make such a big difference for so many different reasons. So not only do these taillights perform better, but they just look better overall. Once again, these taillights are from CP Addict. I got the LED bulb upgrade as well as the flasher upgrade, and we are all set with clears and LEDs in the rear of this truck as well. So far, the clear tails have probably been my favorite mod done to this truck, and that's just because clear tails are something that's shared between the car community and the truck community as well. You guys know, if you are into cars that having clear tails, it's cooler, it's unique. To be able to share that same idea, that same feeling on a truck, on the rig, I think that's awesome. Next up, continuing with the lighting theme, you guys can see we got LED white cab lights on top of the truck. Now, I was a little iffy as to what color I should get, amber, LED, smoked, all that stuff, but I really wanted to keep with the clear since I was clear front and rear now. I wanted the clear cab lights as well. Now, these cab lights were from Walmart.com. They were $38 shipped, and honestly, I couldn't have been happier. The installation was easy. The kit came with everything that I needed to install them, and like I said, they were $38 shipped. Couldn't be happier. While they are a bit harder to see in the daytime, especially when the lights are on, they do add just a little bit of an edge over a truck that doesn't have cab lights or didn't have cab lights to begin with, and that's something that I think is really cool. Lastly, and this is probably one of the most obvious things that I've done to the truck, is the 4-inch lift and level. I went with Rough Country. It was about $850. It's a really inexpensive lift, and I didn't need much more than that. I didn't need 6, 8-inch lift. I wanted the level, and I wanted the little bit of lift that I got with this Rough Country kit. Once again, this lift kit came with absolutely everything I needed. In the front, we got new leaf springs, new U-bolts, new hardware, and in the rear, we got blocks, new U-bolts, new hardware, and that was it for the lift. We also got a new pitman arm in the front, but that's just a little bit longer than the stock one. Do think it's awesome that it came with everything needed to get this truck off the ground. Now, the last thing I've done, and I don't know if you guys have seen the old seat in this truck, but it was absolutely obliterated. My left ass cheek was hanging off planet Earth, and I was driving sideways. It was terrible. So I went and picked up a new seat. It is the same style. It's a little bit different color. It's gray instead of blue, but overall comfort is much better than worrying about a mismatched color, at least for me, especially in an old truck. Now, I absolutely love how far this truck has come already, but I do have a couple things I want to do in the future. Next up is probably going to be getting some wheels for this thing. I love the grandpa look. I love the Steelies with the big ass tires, but I want this thing to be taller. I want this thing to be more of a rig, especially when we're going to be towing the Skyline this spring. So I'm thinking about some 22x12s, 24x14s, something in that range. I am going to be selling my T7Rs. So instead of having a set of wheels sitting in the garage that I do love, I will be able to have a set on the truck that I will be able to enjoy even more. Other than that, I don't think I can do the fishbowl anymore, especially on a rig. We're going to go 5% all the way around with a 5% Sunstrip. Trust me, I would love to tint the windshield, but if I'm going to be towing with this thing, I really do want to have some functionality into this truck. It is really hard to see in the skyline with 5% and 20 on the shield. I could do something very light on the shield, but to ensure my safety, the car's safety, the truck's safety, everybody else's safety, we're probably just gonna stick with the Sunstrip. Now, the truck was recently out of commission for a little bit before I did all this. It needed 2 new batteries, 2 new glow plugs, but since then, I've been dailying this truck for probably the last 3 weeks. It has snowed recently, it's rained, I've taken this thing on a road trip or 2. I cannot express to you guys how much I enjoy having a truck. I didn't think I would like having one this much. I didn't think I would enjoy this big of a vehicle, but my God, let me tell you, I was absolutely wrong. I've dailied the out of this thing, and I will continue to do so, but I love this thing to death, and I will for many more years to come. Lastly, a few other little things I want to do is these old badges aren't cutting anymore, and I don't know if you guys know this, but since the 7.3 was made by International, they make F250 IDI International badges. I think that's pretty cool, so we're probably going to get some International badges, do a little bit of body work. We are going to do some bed liner since Carmelo has it, and just turn this thing into a nicer truck little by little. Alright y'all, well that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Recently I've been focused on making content that I enjoy instead of pumping out content that might feel rushed, might not be as well made, so I'm focused on happiness and quality, both in my life and in YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys want to stick around. Be sure to drop a like, be sure to subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see out of the channel, out of the truck, out of the skyline, anything. So this has been Fitzmiller and Moon's the Truck. We'll see you guys in the next one.